right. Welcome to Courtesy Flush. Welcome back, I should say. But yeah, welcome to Courtesy Flush. How you doing there, Naresar?
I am surviving and awake.
You're surviving and awake. That's a good sign.
Yes.
Surviving and awake. Yeah, we got Nan and Angie sitting on top to MT32, which I should be a little darker so you can see the screen. There you go. Yeah. And we're going to be playing a little bit of that Sherlock Holmes and the...
More gold, Your Majesty!
Oh, hey, Ethan Hunt. Welcome to the Courtesy Flush. 69, nice. Hey, this is the case of the serrated scalpel, so we're going to get right into that. Loading that right up over here so you guys can see that. Assuming it doesn't explode. It has not exploded. That's right. It was a classic Electronic Arts. That was a thing they did. They used to make video games.
Now they just make people angry.
They just make people very upset. They make people regret. That's what they do. Before the dark times. Very good. Welcome to London, England. I just exit that. We're just going to load the game right up. We're not going to watch the whole thing where a lady gets stabbed again. Unless you really want to.
Nope.
Yeah, down, I think.
No, I always forget, I need to adjust my mouse for this.
Oh, your DPI or whatever?
Yeah. Come on, there we go.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, it's trying to find that balance between, oh, this is my normal setting, and, it is ridiculous on this size screen. And then,
it really is.
just because, it goes through, just a cycle. It's not an expensive thing or anything. So it's then, okay, this is utterly ridiculous, to this is utterly ridiculous in the right other direction. So,
yeah. Well, we had found out the young man's identity. I don't know exactly what that means. Oh, that's right. We were gonna go get the toy from the kid because we were thinking that might get that.
Yes.
Right. Because we have to play games like this now in order to solve a case. That's a snooker this evening. Oh, why not both? Says Maze Hughes. Do you hate me? Why do you hate me, man? Why would you want me to play that? Why? An exact, though inexpensive, whatever.
Wiggins, here we go. Here we go. Wiggins, my boy, I need use of your gyroscope for a short while.
That can be arranged, Mr. Holmes, if the price is right.
Okay. We don't know what Wiggins' home life is like or anything. For all we know, maybe he's helping pay the bills for the family. How much money do you think he gets off of Holmes?
I have no idea.
Because we keep paying him for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he takes his dirty clothes off. Rent it for you for money.
All right, you will be compensated. Let's say $1 shilling.
It's most precious to me, sir. Dr. Watson himself gave it to me last Christmas.
Very well. I know when I'm bested, I'll buy it from you for a haircut.
Sold. I hope you enjoy as much as I do. It was like, yeah, half a crown? Fuck yeah. He's like, I'd go buy 2 more of these things. And then I'll stand out here and be like, well, I have 2 working ones,
Okay.
So that was
Who are we giving the kid?
That was the schoolyard?
Schoolyard, yes.
The park.
Park.
Right, so Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson go to the park and lure children over to him with a toy.
Well, this was a different time, although granted.
I was going to figure out which kid wants it. This is all just hearsay. I don't even know if this will work. That was just my bright idea. All these perfumes we're never going to use. You never know. You never know. You got to pick up everything. You have to see if there's anything to highlight. No. Oh. Wait.
Circle of Young Boys or Solitary Boy.
You can't do that. By the way, this is the park theme. This is just going to the park. It's so different from what we expect themes like that to be these days, because it'd be like very droney and like kind of meld into each other. Not this one. It's like da, 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 da. You're like, wow, all right, I guess we're at the park now. Can you talk to any of these kids? Maybe you could just talk to them and then lure them that way. That's the only thing I've got for you. I really don't know for sure.
No, doesn't appear to.
We gotta try something.
Nope, that's walks off screen.
You can't click on any of those kids?
Like, we can look at them, like, and they'll, you know, comment about, like, you know, what they're doing.
That's fair.
And I think it's the Solitary Boy that is, like, key to whatever the next step is.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's something else we're missing.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Can I go?
Why are all the kids T-posing? Look, they're Victorian kids. They do this. Sorry, wrong room. He's in there crying. I say, Holmes, that man was just weeping in his room privately. We just walked right in. No, thank you. I don't want it. I don't want that at all. Thank you. Play with it in front of them with the gyroscope. Oh, he said play with it?
I didn't think I could.
I don't know, man.
But we can try again.
I feel like there's something we're missing here. Can I see this for a sec?
Go for it.
Let's see. If we click use. Use. Nick, this would have drove us nuts.
Did I not click use?
I don't know.
Anyways, you there, boy. Might I have a word with you?
I'm under instructions not to speak to strangers, sir, but I have good manners. Good day, gentlemen.
What's your name, lad?
My name is Paul, sir. Nice gyro.
Hello, Paul. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. What is your family name?
My father was warned me never to reveal it to strangers. He was very important to the city and has quite a temper. Might I see the gyro?
Paul, how well did you know Anna Carraway?
Damn, that's pretty deep for you to ask that, Mr. Holmes. Are you chums of hers, sir? She was my nanny when I was little. Could I ask for the gyro?
I think he just wants that gyro, man.
Yeah. Do you know where Anna is now?
Maybe. I think I have to go now. Is that an English gyro or is it foreign?
There's differences?
Yes, there's a
There's
lot of different
differences?
gyros. There's English gyros. The United States has a gyro.
Oops. No.
Ask Watson, maybe he knows. Oh!
Do you like gyroscopes then?
Very much. I have one of my own at home, but Father wouldn't allow me to bring it to school. Do you know how it works?
It's all about inertia and centrifugal force and, whatnot. It's the motion, you see, that's what makes them beautiful.
So, Doctor, now Paul, would you like this gyroscope?
To keep? Yes, please.
And you, in return, might help us find Miss Anna?
Is it a bribe then?
Yes, it is.
Not at all, my boy. We just need to find Miss Carraway, and you're the only person who might be able to help us.
You're certain that you are her friends?
We're working with Scotland Yard on a criminal investigation. We are trying to keep her from harm, but we haven't been able to find her. That's a little bit of a stretch, but okay.
Wow, you're just going to lie to my face. Well, in that case, I'll help where I can. I wouldn't want Anna to come to harm. She was a new house in East London somewhere, and someday she's going to take me there. She sings in the opera, whatever that is. Her sister Sarah's a stage actress, and I think Anna's a boyfriend. Looks like a foreigner who wears nice clothes. That's all. I hope you find Anna. I have to go now.
And Space Ghost Toast to Toast, thanks for the courtesy.
Look, I just want lamb and extra sauce on my gyro.
You mean gyro? Paul has left his cap hanging on a metal fence. Its battered condition reveals that this is certainly not the first time he has so casually discarded it. Well, can you take it? It looks like it has something on it, like an emblem or something. Maybe that's how we find out what his family name is.
Here, Watson, this hat is worn inside and out. Inside and out? Anyways, the hatter's label is barely discernible. With the few letters that are still legible, I'll wager it reads Eddington Equestrian.
Very good. Very likely, Holmes. Eddington's a high-tone shop for fox hunting and riding around, and other people with more money than sense. It's down by the embankment, not too far from the Rotten Row.
Okay, then. I guess we have our next destination.
Indeed.
Oops.
Wherever that is. The horse, probably.
There we go.
Eddington's Equestrian Shop. Gentlemen, you may review the premises at your leisure, but do not touch anything. Direct any questions or concerns to me.
There's customers. Watson? Why is Watson there?
I've been here many times. I'm quite the equestrian myself. And coat of arms. Following each clue, we're getting closer and closer. These framed emblems use many of the standard conventions of European heraldry, but an expert eye can detect that these particular coats of arm are the invention of some manufacturer and not representative of any known heraldic tradition or family. So they're for show.
Horns, but let's talk to the guy. Yeah, let's go just straightforward. I found this cap, which I believe was purchased in your establishment. Perhaps you can tell me to whom you sold it so I can return it. There we
I
go.
recognize the cap, though I can't approve of its condition.
I'd like to return the cap to the owner. May I have the name of the purchaser, please?
No, you may not. My clients expect me to protect their privacy. They don't expect me to direct confidence tricksters or bounders into their home, trying to collect rewards or favors to which they are not entitled. Wow. For all I know, you may have stolen that cap.
Maybe. Anyways.
You go too far, sir. You're insulting Sherlock Holmes, consultant to Scotland Yard. It is of no significance to me. I have no reputation to think of. Yeah, you can wear your hat inside because it's a video game. How scandalous. An antique gold loving cup of the type popular in the last century. This one is inscribed Viscount Riddlesdale, 3rd Earl of Waverley, Best Master of the Hunt, Dorset, 1776. Presumably his family has some relation to the shop. Or perhaps the Riddlesdale clan has came upon some hard times and sold the trophy for cash at some North County jumble. That's kind of peculiar, actually, the fact that their family's trophy is actually on sale.
Well, on sale as much as maybe, like, because it's in a glass case.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if it, like the coat of arms, it's to put on airs of the, like how fancy the shop is.
These highly polished brash horns are used by the master of hounds to summon dogs and men to the so-called hunt. Handcrafted of rock-hard hickory wood and covered with cowhide, these mallets have the American-style cigar-shaped heads. The game has enjoyed an upsurge in popularity among the upper classes in their attendance since the 10th Hussars brought it back from the Punjab in 1869. Interesting. He just has all that like right up there in his noggin. Just right. We didn't bribe a child. Don't you dare. The stylized hip-length jacket traditionally worn by the British upper classes while riding to hounds. Among these aristocrats, the jacket is referred to as a pink, though anyone with eyes to see can discern that it is distinctly red. Oh, they're doing that blue gold jacket argument back then, huh? You might as well try conversing with the furniture for all the attention these two twits will pay you.
Wow. Well, let's try this then. Are the majority of your customers hunters or polo players?
I'm sure I don't know how to answer that question. Could possibly concern you. My customers are the most refined people in London.
Neither.
Some of the top brands of people in the world come here.
Okay, so
This is not a perfume shop.
something goes on here. Glass-fronted wooden counter. Its spacious shelves are littered with bridle bits, spurs, and other horsey merchandise. At one end of the counter is a display of caps, scarves, and insignia intended for pupils attending England's most prestigious public schools. Can I just comment on the quotation marks around horsey?
Horsey. Very horsey-like materials.
Because, like, I don't know. The fact that they put it in quotation marks starts to give it implications or something. I don't know.
You actually know a little bit about horses too.
A bit.
Yeah, like not as much as probably trains, but I've noticed you do have some equestrian knowledge.
Yes.
You have some like cowboy knowledge, which I've noticed.
I'd say not as much cowboy.
You seem like
the writing I did was English.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So you know this story very well then.
No, I wasn't rich enough for this kind of story.
Too rich for my blood, Holmes. I'd start busting up his posh shop for that lip. Yeah, that's right, Apex. You tell him. He's like, you can break all
I'm
my
assuming
things.
we're missing something then. Yeah, so maybe we'll come back.
Talk to Watson.
Dr. Watson? Okay. I forget that that's a thing.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, let's go direct for it. Can you think of a way to overcome this gentleman's reluctance to assist us, Watson? Given his manner, there's very little I would scruple at.
Short of threatening grievous bodily harm, I can't imagine what would pry them information from him. All he seems to care about is the comfort of his customers and enchanting his own reputation.
Brilliant, Watson. That's what we'll do. Disturb his customers and jeopardize his reputation. Let us make nuisances of ourselves. I noticed one or two items with which we might discompose these tranquil surroundings. Perhaps we can use them to loosen this chap's tongue without having to tear it out.
Surely you jest, Holmes. Still, I'll follow your lead. I'll break a few things if we have to.
Can I use horn?
No.
Can I? Oh, I can.
You're just blowing it. Do it again. Do it again. Keep doing it. Break more stuff. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a way to rustle those jimmies.
You can't do that.
Doot intensifies. Give him the vapors. Are you annoyed yet? You're like, are you gonna talk?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to my trumpet solo. Can you use? What about the coat of arms? Can you use those? Can you like take them off the wall? Try all of them. No. Grab the mallet and start swinging.
Sure, I didn't let me grab the mallet.
But you said, hey, you told him, like, hey, follow my lead, and he just didn't. What's up with that? Let's ask him. Hey, what's up with that?
No, well, you know what, since we're here. Does this gentleman seem to you to have taken on the haughty characteristics of the clientele he serves?
Indeed, though perhaps he is disagreeable by nature rather than by training. Yeah, those people don't want to talk to you. Ooh, what are you doing? A matched set of riding saddles made exquisitely tanned and highly polished Spanish leather are decorated with brass fittings. The glowing patina of the steeds seem to provide an independent source of light. Oh. That's a very nice description of something we should break. You're like, Watson, here, put this on your back. I'll ride. And the guy's like, you can't do that. Chasing us around the store. You got some liver, Alexa? Hello. Mike, I was curious who developed this and went looking. It looks like this was the last game Mythos Software's made. Listed games were the 2 lost Files of Sherlock Holmes games, and one very strange game, Bodyworks Voyager. You pilot a shrunken explorer ship in the human anatomy. It's a shooter.
To be
oh my god!
Like, I know of at least a couple games like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
I mean, it's like...
It seems like a weird... Like, I understand why, but it seems like a weird thing...
Yeah.
...to make a genre out of.
It does, doesn't it?
So we got an inventory. Wire basket. Keys.
Yeah.
Tickets.
Tickets, please. Oh man, I love King's Quest 6 when we got through that underworld.
Oh, we can pick up the horn. Well, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Damn it.
Nope. Can we move the horn?
The horns
No.
cannot be moved.
So all we can do is just
So-
simply use the horns. But that seems to be like a very oddly specific thing.
Maybe
to,
that's something that Watson can do. Oh, it's talking.
Well, what have we here? It would seem that all these so-called heraldic coats of arms are fraudulent. Now, wouldn't the local papers just love to know the true nature of the merchandise in these aristocratic neighborhoods?
Ooh.
I suspect those customers won't be back. Now that they're gone, I feel almost uncontrollable urge to test every polo mallet in the shop, Watson. Bring down these mallets, will you? Now, sir, do you feel you could let us the name of the cap's purchaser pass your lips, or shall the doctor and I play a few chuckas?
This is extortion. But I'll tell you, Lord Bramwell bought that cap for his son, Paul. Now please leave.
Thank you, my man. Have a nice day. Doctor, let us not overstay our welcome.
Wow.
I feel like we have overstayed it already.
Yeah, what are they gonna say? Sherlock Holmes tried to damage my shop, and then they're like, oh sure, he's harmless. Lestrade says, sweating. He's just harmless. He's fine.
Okay. So we have a name.
Well, we have a name.
I don't know where we're going with the name, but we have a name?
I suppose so. Back to the snooker hall.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I said good day. By Jove. I never.
We need to sing an audience with Lord British. That's the King of England. Oh, there's Lord Bramwell's mansion. That's even easier.
Yeah, let's start there.
Wow. Lord Bramwell. Very well. Hopefully he doesn't shoot us, Holmes. The imposing pole looks like it might activate a clapper of equivalent size to that inside the primary bell of Big Ben. Well, I guess there's only one thing.
Allow us to make an entrance.
Boom. Trade deliveries are used to the rear entrance.
I do believe we are looked down upon by the upper crust, it seems. We wish to see Lord Bramwell.
Was the lordship expecting you?
Well, to put it mildly, no, he's not.
His lordship accepts no solicitations. Are you selling something?
No, we just found some property which belongs to his family, and we wish to return it.
You may give it to me. I'll see that he gets it.
I'm sure you would, but I'd rather give it to him personally.
Believe me, sir, his lordship is not of the habit of rewarding people for any reason whatsoever. You might save yourself any trouble by giving what you have to me.
I'm afraid I must insist upon seeing Lord Bramwell.
Very well. Give me your card and I'll see if he's available. Persistence. What a stubborn fellow.
Servants are often reflections of the people they serve, Watson.
Indeed. I'm sure our own Mrs. Hudson would be pleased to hear that she may soon be matching wits with Scotland Yard and making unreasonable demands for tea and biscuits at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Perhaps my point was overly general.
I'm afraid his lordship isn't available. Lady Bramwell will see you. Please wait here. Her ladyship will summon you. A gleaming marble Oh, you go ahead.
I was going to say, gleaming marble copy of the Hellenistic masterpiece, The Death of Laocoon and His Sons. The original sits in the Vatican Museum and is a bit smaller than this one.
That's a little tiny guy.
Somebody has expensive taste. Wait, hold on. Before we go, what was the name of this? I kind of want to look it up quick.
Laocoon.
And His Sons. Okay.
Da da.
Huh. I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what's the story behind it? But, subject. Here we go.
Let's see.
It's a Trojan priest from the epic Sidle, aka, Homer and all of that.
Oh, it's one of those things.
It has,
It's one of
okay,
those.
so apparently he's a priest of Poseidon who was killed with both his sons after attempting to expose the ruse of the Trojan horse by striking it with a spear. Or some variation thereof.
Something like that.
Basically, it sounds like he annoyed a god, and as typical in the Greek myths, the gods don't like that.
Yeah, they were like, hey, knock it out.
Yeah. Anyways, we have a ladyship to visit.
Indeed. Wherever she is. Mr. Holmes, what may I do for you?
We don't need to speak to her husband. She probably knows the nanny just as well. Permit me to introduce my colleague, Dr. John Watson. Thank you for seeing us.
Not at all. My husband is otherwise engaged at the moment. Pettigrew said you had something that belongs to us.
I have a cat, which I believe belongs to your son, Paul.
That if it is Paul's, I shall have reprimand him for losing it. How have you come to it?
It is a rather long story. He's a very pleasant lad. While talking to him, we learned that Miss Anna Caraway was once in your employ. Do you know where she now lives? Come on, click there.
Silly and disobedient boy. Lord Bramwell would be most displeased were he to learn that Paul was sharing stories with total strangers.
Lady Bramwell, let me assure you of our motives. The doctor and I are investigating the murder of Anna's sister, Sarah Caraway. We were hoping that you might know where Anna or any other Caraway family members might be found.
I'm sure I do not. I never knew Anna and speak of any of her family in the end. Anna became unsuitable as a house servant. We had to dismiss her.
How was it that you came to retain her? Who referred her to you?
I have long since forgotten that, Mr. Holmes. Now, gentlemen, if there's nothing else... You can talk some more, I guess.
Well, can we give her the hat? We might as well give her the hat, I suppose, maybe?
No, I don't want it. I don't like being handed things. Please don't put it in mine.
17th century French writing desk continues the French imperial theme of the sumptuously decorated drawing room. So we got a desk, we got another statue. Miniaturized Roman copy of the Great Winged Victory called Nike of Samothrace. Which stands at the head of the grand staircase of the Louvre Museum in Paris. I think that's how that gets pronounced.
Yeah.
It's French. You pronounce like half of it. Less than usually. We got a large mirror. Impressive.
A majestic silver mirror. The antique frame dates it as a product of the late 1700s.
I mean, this is taking place in what, 1860s, 1870s, something like that? No, later?
That reflection's interesting, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Wouldn't the image of the thing be further back? Yeah. Yes, it would be.
a lot of it would depend technically on what the focal length of your eye would be.
That's fair.
Sofa, burgundy brocade sofa, made in Paris during the early reckless days of Louis XVI's ill-fated reign.
Why don't you ask her to see the husband?
Yeah, in a second. We've got golden crystal chandelier. Music from the tinkling crystal periodically fills the room. And painting. We've got for painting.
Watson's a vampire.
A larger-than-life-size portrait of a noble personage dressed in the clothing typical of the time of King Charles II. This is presumably some honored Bramwell ancestor. And we've got chair is an obvious companion to the sofa. Under the mirror, its shiny upholstered surface finish is remarkably good condition.
Lady Bramwell. Oh, you can ask her a ton of stuff. Woo! We're gonna grill this lady. Now that we have your son's hat, let us ask you a bunch of super personal questions that you have no right to answer.
Go with, if it is convenient, please tell your husband that we may return to speak with him. Perhaps he knows something about Miss Caraway's people.
Do not trouble yourselves, gentlemen. I'm sure he knows even less than I about the unhappy girl's friends and relations.
I want to take this moment to comment on something I had suspicion of. Does this woman look a little bit old to be the mother of Paul?
That's a good point.
That's as may be, my lady. I would still like to speak to him.
Very well. I'll give him your card. Good day.
Looks like Charles the 11th.
Has your butler been with you long?
His entire life. He has grown old in this house like the rest of us, though I fail to see how that might concern you.
If I may, Lady Bramwell, might I ask about the source of that unusual smell? Does Lord Bramwell smoke an exotic brand of tobacco?
Indeed not. I suspect my husband's guest brought some noxious cigarette into the house. Now, was there something else in particular you wanted?
Might we speak to your husband, Lady Bramwell?
He's very busy at the moment, as am I. Good day, gentlemen.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Okay.
Not bad. Now we can come back. Which we weren't able to, so we were just going to return the hat. So we can come back here after we find something. Maybe some time passes and her husband is like, I don't know, maybe this is like dinner time or something. I'm not to be disturbed, I'm eating dinner. She's a hard 32. Grandma.
Hey, so we need a bucket. Actually, you know what?
She's a hard 32, says Bologna. That's true. All right.
What I wanted to double check on.
Yes.
Air is full of colored water. The water is deep red as if the dye or stain has been added to it. Peering deeply into the fluid, you can just make out a shiny object at the bottom. I think we need to get this. Can we soil with moisture?
What are you trying to do?
I need that water for my flowers, sir. Please don't empty it out.
Okay, so we definitely need a bucket.
All right.
Unless, wait, hold on. Let me try one other thing quick. We have a wire basket. We'll
Yes.
use that. Did it pick up the thing? A wire hook and a cufflink.
Okay. The wire basket has mangled into a crude hook.
That was all that it... Oh, good lord. Okay.
All that work for that, huh?
But anyways, shiny brass cufflink with the initials GB inscribed upon it.
GB, huh?
Perhaps it's that billionaire Gilbert Bates.
That's not a real billionaire in the game. That's from Arcanum. In case you're like, huh? Is that a person? No. That's from Arcanum.
I don't know.
I don't know, Nick. Coming back in here sounds like a bad idea. You could ask him about the cufflink. Because he said he didn't have a big enough description. Oh, well, it's right there.
You recognize this cufflink?
Yes, sir, I've seen that fancy link more than once. Belongs to a chap named Blackwood.
And just who is Mr. Blackwood?
Oh, he's a big blowhard, that's who. He's almost as stuffed as those specimens of his. See that tiger over the door? There, I brought one down myself during the tour in India. Blackwood can't spend 5 minutes in here without telling me about how a rapidly job it was done mounting it. He claims to be the best taxidermist in London.
Hmm.
And do you know where you might find this fellow? You sound very familiar. Well, yes, now that I do not. But if you must see some of his work, you can. There's a specimen at the Bradley's tobacco shop just west of here. The proprietor is a friend of mine. He had Blackwood stuff a moose he had bagged in the whatever. Just doesn't matter. Just here's the address. Now leave me alone.
Last page. It's useful for these times. He had Blackwood stuff a moose he bagged on holiday. I've seen it myself, and I don't know what it is that Blackwood goes on about. My tiger is easily better.
The tiger is easily better.
Okay, then.
Good thing I brought my super large notebook, Holmes. I can write down 230 pages.
Well, it's in shorthand, so it takes up less space.
Okay, so what did we get out of that?
We got a location to go see a taxidermist for reasons,
All right.
I guess.
Taxidermist it is, man. We got so many...
we found a location so that we can figure out the location of the taxidermist for reasons. No idea what's going on in the meantime.
So this person here... What's this shop? Have we been in here?
No, this is the new tobacco shop.
I think number 3 is
Perhaps. Oh, I was going to say, perhaps you can tell us where the moose head comes from.
Somewhere in North America, I believe. Now, my boy, he means to know you know where the proprietor of the moose preserved.
Indeed, Watson. I should have been more precise.
I don't know anything about that. I've heard him boasting about the moose, though. Very proud of it, he says he is. Says they're very dangerous. Doesn't look dangerous, does it?
That. I guess the antlers are kind of moose-like. I mean, if you've ever seen I've never seen a moose in person, but
Yeah.
the videos I've seen and pictures I've seen of moose standing next to people, moose are very large.
Ask person at Tabasco shop. You're right, Whacker. It's true.
It is imperative that I find out where the moose head was stuffed. Can you think of anything that might help me?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't have any idea, and I can't think of anyone else that might know. I'm just trying to help out here, temporary-like.
Okay, do you know where the proprietor is then, dude? May we speak with the proprietor, please?
I'm sorry, sir. He's in Scotland shooting grouse. He won't be back for several days, I'm afraid. I'm told that he's rarely in, and what with all the hunting trips, he's even been to East Africa.
Okay, well...
This is a large stuffed moose head mounted on a mahogany board. The taxidermist appears to have been more than competent. Near the top of the board is a metal plaque with an inscription on it. It cannot be read by simply looking up. The head itself conceals it. Oh, I say. I think we may have found our answer. You just need to get up there somehow.
Yeah. Got a wire hook, got a cufflink.
That's true. You have all of those things.
Darts. Iron bar. We haven't used the iron bar
Yeah,
yet.
let's knock it off the wall. Can't do that.
Can't do that.
That just sounds
Well,
like not... No, grouse. Stack all the perfume bottles into a pyramid. Oh no, there's some crates right there. Can you move those? In the foreground. A large crate. It is made of fiberboard and wood and has a rough finish. Labels and customs declarations are pasted on the lid. They indicate that the crate contained tobacco leaves and finished cigars from Cuba. Well, no, the reason why I asked is because you said the pyramid thing, and I was just thinking that. I was like, yeah, you could just probably stand on something in here. No.
We move them.
The other crate is in the way.
We move the top crate.
Hold on there. I can't give you the rent of the place. The owner would have me angry if found out I allowed anyone to mess with his shop. Okay.
Yeah, let's go. It is vital importance that I be allowed to continue my investigation without hindrance.
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't know who you are, and I can't be letting anyone just come in here and start moving things around. He's not just anyone's. This is Sherlock Holmes.
My dear boy, I assure you I will harm nothing. Your sense of responsibility does you proud, but your assistance would be most valuable if I may. It may help apprehend a murderer.
Well, I suppose it's all right if you look up at the place. Go for it, man. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you move them? Oh, you had to do it twice, Nick. Twice. Ah. Of course. Use maybe? Or are you gonna move the other ones? Oh yeah, good idea.
I think we have to move the other ones.
Oh yeah, because its head is like right in the way. Just moving crates across the screen. Maybe he just needs to meet with an accident. Alright, let's see if you can make that pyramid now. I say, Holmes, perhaps this fellow could be persuaded to some bacon and bourbon. Oh, yes. Some bacon and bourbon. That's a large stuffed moose. Yeah.
From this vantage point, you can make out the metal plaque which reads, John Bradley, May 1885.
John Bradley.
Nope. Okay.
All right, now we know the name of the man. John Bradley. Where could he be hiding? Can't be that far away.
This sounds like a job for Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins, my boy. Oh.
Nope.
Oh. Maybe we were supposed to, like, use a notebook or something on it.
What notebook?
Don't we have one? Or am I just that? I just don't know.
I mean, we have the journal that's recording all of the, like, dialogue and stuff.
Oh. I don't know, man. Just a medical shelf. Yeah, we're looking for like a phone book or something.
Basically.
Like, look him up. It's just wild. Everyone just had their like address and their name in the phone book all the time. Like, oh yeah, I got a phone in my house, and now everyone knows where you live. All right. Let's go through the hints here. We can't get there yet. Yeah, we just got the cufflink. Yeah, okay. Those crates look like they could be useful. That's a good hint. You need to give you got to give the moose head a push. You have to touch. You have to actually touch it, or pick it up. Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's just what the hint thing says. I don't know. I didn't design
Bradley is the tobacco owner. And it was like, oh, he killed this moose, therefore his name gets on it. Yeah, see, it's Bradley's tobacco shop. There's our problem.
Yeah, see, we can see the name now, but we actually have to, I think, pick it up. You have to climb up there. On the back of the mahogany board, some text is engraved into the wood. It reads, Oxford Taxidermy, 188 something Oxford Lane, probably. There you go.
Yeah, it was Oxford Street, maybe.
Thank you, hint guides. I appreciate that. It's better than like having that walkthrough that just like has all the answer right in front of you, and you just like spoil
Oxford
yourself.
Taxidermy.
Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. This guy might have a serrated scalpel.
Yeah.
A Thompson's gazelle whose thoracic cavity has been sliced out open. The animal's hide shows sign of deterioration, doubtless the result of a long trip from the Serengeti to London.
Excuse me, Mr. Blackwood. Oh, there we go.
Ah, good day, gentlemen. You just missed Mr. Blackwood, I'm afraid. I'm Lars Sorensen, his assistant. Perhaps I can help you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. We're assisting the police in a murder investigation.
Ah, very thrilling work, I'll wager. We don't slaughter our corpses here. These victims are deceased when they arrive, unfortunately. I mean, what?
Very droll, Mr. Sorensen. Perhaps that's what passes for professional humor here. Let's go with where's Mr. Blackwood now?
Oh, out, obviously.
How does Mr. Blackwood spend his evenings?
I have no idea. I'm just his employee, not his guardian. He's not useful.
Sheesh. Might we look around the shop?
Help yourselves, but I warn you to exercise great care. You never know when you might slip and fall on a serrated scalpel. I mean, what?
What was Mr. Blackwood's interest in Miss Sarah Caraway?
I'm sure I don't know. I've never heard of the woman. Oh, this man is so guilty of something. But jolly good. The edge of this table is covered with many of the tools of the taxidermist's art. The small stack of saws, cutting pliers, needles of various sizes, thread, crooked awls, and the camel hairbrush. Oh. Some of the taxidermist's chemical preparations are open and clearly contribute to the foul smell of the workshop. The jars are variously labeled: burnt alum, chlorine of lime, saltpeter, arsenic, camphor, tincture of musk, and salt and tartar. I think you found your clue right here, Nick. Remember, we found powdery substance. And it was arsenic, right?
Yes.
So the taxidermist may have had something to do with this. Of course, we've ran into many things with a chemical set in their house. The taxidermist has exercised considerable skill on the head of the extremely large specimen of African buffalo. Yeah. The span of its horns measure almost 7 feet, even though the tip of the horn is missing. Huh. The tip of the horn is missing?
I mean, buffalo do not live gentle lives. So I would not be surprised if, it got into a fight with something and lost a bit of horn.
There's a barbecue, one of those like barbecue aprons right there. Nah, I don't want the arsenic, thank you. I have plenty over there. He just blow it in his face. What
It's
about
supposed
the...
to be the analysis, not the actual powder, but whatever.
What about the apron?
That apron. That smock.
Yeah. A heavily soiled and smelly smock hangs on a brass hook. It appears to be too small.
Oops.
Oh. To be comfortably fit on the man working in the table. So that must be the guy we're looking for. Or it's probably that guy there. What about on the table there? There's something right underneath the leg of that antelope.
Yeah, it looks like a bucket. I don't really need the bucket anymore.
Despite its blue-gray color, this female is a great red kangaroo from the inland plains of Australia.
That's because only the males are red. The females are the blue-gray.
Yeah.
For anybody interested.
He declined the battle paddle snort. I believe he did. This large pail is partially uncovered, and unmistakably pungent odor of formaldehyde assaults the nostrils and those around it, excepting those of this specimen, of course. Yes. Hold on. Let me show you what I was looking at, Nick. This little pixel right there.
Oh.
This knife could easily be mistaken for a surgeon's scalpel were it not for the fact that the blade is slightly longer and its cutting edge is serrated, presumably saw through an animal's hide. I think we may have found our guy.
Well, no, technically we're down to 2. We have Lars and we have his boss.
Can you take that?
Yes.
Can you take it with you? It is shiny. Can you just start taking everything? Can you just take everything in his shop? Can we take his bucket and his tools? And we'll take his fucking apron. And we'll take his deer. We'll take his kangaroo.
Please. Oh, no, that's...
Hey, sir, touch nothing. The specimens are very delicate, and my chemicals and tools are very dangerous in the hands of a layman. What about the chemicals? Because I think you only click the tools.
No, it's the same for both.
Is there maybe like a key in the pocket of that thing? Oh, you just took it? Why? I thought that... Why? Why did you take it?
What?
I just took his fucking shit. Let's take a look at that knife.
The same as what we saw before.
Does he have nothing to say for himself?
Okay.
Can we stab him with the knife? Can we talk to him again? Maybe he has something to say now. Or is he just gonna be like, whatever, just take whatever you want? Oh, you can ask him questions about it. Cool.
What is this knife used for?
Well, it's not for slicing roast beef. Please be careful. It's extremely sharp. I use it for separating skin from soft tissue beneath it, among other things.
I believe a knife like this was used to kill Miss Caraway. Perhaps this very knife.
Oh, shit.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's a...
To whom does this smock belong?
Well, that's Mr. Blackwood's. I take better care of my equipment. He's a very messy fellow. Yeah.
Okay, let's try this again. Your situation is serious, Mr. Sorensen. I'll see you charged as an accessory to murder if you don't assist me. It is urgent that I find Mr. Blackwood. Oops.
No need to threaten me. I'll tell you where he's at. And he says a name. That's a huge area. Can you be more specific? Sorry, that's all I know, except that knife here belongs to Blackwood.
Give us a brief description of Blackwood, if you will.
Well, he's of medium build with gray hair. He wears a top hat and monocle. He wears a top hat and he has a monocle? I say. A true gentleman. This is Blackwood. He's useless serrated scalpel business. Terrible business. I do believe we may have found
Oh, here we go.
a murder.
No need to threaten me, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you what I know. I overheard Blackwood making an
To meet someone at
appointment
the
to meet
Surrey.
someone at Surrey Commercial Docks.
Oh, he went down the Surrey.
Okay.
Very well, then. You've been most helpful. Most helpful indeed. Mr. The Monopoly guy.
The heck are the ducks?
The Docks?
I swear I'm mostly awake. Anyways, where the heck are the docks if not along the banks of the Thames? I think it's pronounced Thames.
No, maybe. Did he just not tell you exactly where to go yet? Maybe you have to ask him again. Occasionally things work out that way.
Could I just ask you one more thing? Playing Columbo here, aren't we?
Yeah. No, Mr. Holmes, I've told you everything I know. Now, if you must excuse me, I need to finish this gazelle before it rots.
Okay.
Do you see anything new on the map?
Not really.
No new locations. Aw. We've been there.
Wait, can we... Hold on. I had an idea.
We're gonna try Wiggins again.
Yep.
Nah.
Nope.
Well, I mean, we tried. Docks further down. Can we go even further down? Like down here, maybe? No, you were trying. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait, it's right here. Oh, that's a taxidermy. What about the Opera House? We didn't finish anything there, did we?
No, but we haven't found anything to convince them to give us.
We may have.
And at least I didn't think so. We haven't collected anything to make them convinced that they could tell us where Animal lived. Actually, no, because he didn't know, supposedly.
Yeah, maybe. I would say we should try going to the opera house and see if we can get them to talk. Yeah. We'll just ride right out there. Well.
Well, we can see the dressing room again, but I don't know what we're going to find anything else, so...
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Do we have Anna's address?
No, that's that's what we keep trying to find. Like, that was what we went to Bramwell's for.
Oh, you know what? I figured out what we missed. It's the snooker hall. We've been avoiding it.
Oh.
I just realized we haven't been back there because that was like the one place where we... Oh, God, I hope they don't make us play.
If they make us play, I'm out for the night.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, let's find out. Step aside, will you, mate? I'm trying to make a living, yeah? Let's find out. You've been snookered, yeah. Nah. Try the guy in the yellow jacket. Bugger off, mate. I'm trying to concentrate. Talk to the guy in the back. Oh.
Give me another pint of dinner, please.
Excuse me, Holmes, but don't you think you should be concentrating on the case at hand?
Quite all right, Doctor. Let's turn our attention to more important matters.
Try asking Dr. Watson.
Oops. Come here. There we go.
Yes, tonight we shall be snookered.
Oh, here we go. How can we effectively scar the Surrey commercial docks for Blackwood?
Perhaps a redoubtable canine, Toby, can help.
Who?
Toby, our redoubtable canine. We have him back at home.
Indeed, Watson. He might just be able to pick up Mr. Blackwood's scent. Okay. I don't care.
That's a good point. We could always go and get the,
Okay. So somebody has a dog.
There it is. Good old...
That dog was not there before.
That's old Sherman's. Don't you remember, Nick? This has been here the whole stream. No, I'm kidding. I just appeared. Oh, I see. It's like a old dog. It's like a pet shop.
Green, Sherman. I trust I find you well.
Oh, it's you, Sherlock. What a surprise. And you've brought Dr. Watson. How nice. I hope you paid your respects to the animals. They always like to see old friends.
Regrettably, we are not on a social call. We have need of your treasure's extraordinary skill.
Ah, you've come for Toby, then? And not a moment too soon. He's been moping around all morning. I believe he's pining for a feline ven that passed over into the great beyond. A good chase should just be the ticket for, lifting his spirits.
I should like to borrow him, then. Thank you, old friend.
Of course, Sherlock. And here, you'll need his leash. Excellent.
Okay, cage, empty cage.
Where's Doggo?
Books.
We're gonna get Doggo.
Badger?
Yeah, you have a badger cage. You know, for reasons.
I'm sure Badger is the name of the dog. Though clearly a sort of pet, the badger is hardly tame. Oh no, it is an actual badger.
He continuously hisses and claws the floor and bares his teeth when anyone, including old Sherman, comes within 10 feet of him. Oh, he just needs to sniff your hand and then you'll be all right. Oh, from the smock. You're right, D-Moon. A bad-tempered... You got that.
Oh, I was going to say, bad-tempered though toothless stoat snaps, snarls, and yips from the inside of the cage. The door is unfastened, so she presumably has the run of the place and uses the cage as her bedroom. Oh, wait, there's Doggo.
Your canine
Your
friend...
canine friend, Toby.
Toby. The dog is an ungainly brown and white, long-haired, floppy-eared mongrel, half-spaniel, half-greyhound, with a steady eye and a waddling gait. He is known by a select few to be the best tracking dog in England and perhaps of whole of Europe. Good old Toby. And there's an owl up there.
Inventory. Leash?
Yeah, probably.
Use leash. Use leash. Use leash on Toby.
Yeah, that worked. Let's take him out. Nope, he's already doing the smock. Or something. There you go. Well, this is a good point to save, Nick.
He's in there, Watson. I'd stake my life on it. I've never known Toby to err. But yes, we should save.
Indeed. This could be the very person we're looking for. But it's starting to sound like you're ready to call it for the night.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So I think, yes, this would be a good place to call it for the night.
All right, because when we come back, we can finish exploring. Maybe we might have finally found our killer here. The person with the serrated blade turns out to be maybe a taxidermist that's just randomly killing people in the city. Who knows? So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. This is a very old game that neither of us have ever played before, and we're just kind of having fun with it. It's pretty neat so far, and I'm enjoying it. What do you think so far, Nick?
Yeah, it's been pretty enjoyable for me, too.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of something...
me not being able to stay awake is not a reflection of this game. This is just a reflection of my current life. So,
indeed. Yeah, so just it's quite busy. Alrighty then. So, that's all for night. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Courtesy Flush, and take care, everybody. Have a good one.